terrifies you, Ocean. You're like, just pin it. Get on and pin it.
So your name is Ben?
Yeah.
I'm Amitabha.
I think we met at the breakfast.
Yes.
Briefly. Yeah.
Yes. Still putting.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Is someone sitting here?
Do you have anybody
Just
online
a
yet
second.
that you know of?
No.
Yeah,
I think,
David kept
I'm waiting.
ready for
I think
everybody.
Stephanie said she would be.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Ben. Good.
You've been travelling lots. You've been away.
No,
No.
not really.
You just look like you've been in the sun. I mean, to be fair, the winter hasn't really happened this year.
Oh, it just, suddenly this last week since spring, it's really sprung, hasn't it?
I was away I was in Tennessee for a week, and I came back, and all the leaves had come out. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Apparently, I missed it.
Yeah.
So,
I got some spring survey, and so I called the people and I said, you know what, we better do it now. Right now. I'm
Yeah.
seeing all the things we want to see over here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we're gonna get some more storms in April." I'm like, I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure we're getting rain showers this year. Got the flowers. But we'll see.
I was afraid we were going to have that, that little false spring,
Yeah.
and then it was
Yes.
going to get cold again, and all the buds were going to
Yeah,
die. But
yeah.
I don't think that's going to
I
happen.
don't know what's going to happen. I have, you know how Google stores your photos and then says, remember this day 10 years ago or whatever?
Right.
Yeah, well, I used to work here and I used to work in the parks. So my job was to keep the snow off the sidewalks at Suncrest, which we called Snowcrest in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I drove that big tractor around. And so just the other day when I was outside in my shorts, my thing came up and it showed me in the snow this deep at Suncrest. It said March 19th. And I was like, I remember when it was this deep March 19th up there.
I know. It's that fourth winter. I remember the first winter was that winter we had like ridiculous amounts.
We're just waiting for the electronic connection to start.
Yeah,
here, but
and if I can't, I can always call her and get her on. We need one more to start the meeting.
All right.
you might be the subject matter expert. I read a Suncrest post. Somebody was complaining that their development, the mailbox doesn't get shoveled. They have one of those group mailboxes, okay?
Yeah, I know. I got lots of pictures of that too, just to prove I did.
But here's the question. In this particular development, the HOA has most of the inner streets. The mailbox is actually on the main entry into the development, which is handled by the city. Now, as far as I know, in my development, we get plowed by the city, but they don't touch the mailboxes ever. So what was your experience, Suncrest, on a city plowed street? Did you do mailboxes?
No,
Okay.
unless I was told to do. So I had some big, huge mailbox areas that I did, yes.
Okay. But I think this poor
Yeah,
lady
but
is out of luck.
most of this and people calling in is someone just navigating like, okay, what are the rules? Where's
Right.
the policy? What is this like invested in some kind of relationship from the past and it's
Right.
built in,
Right.
or what's
Yeah.
behind this? Because I have work to do and I'm not here to plow your mailbox.
Yeah, that's her
It's a beautiful
neighborhood.
place to live certain times of the year.
Yes.
And if you don't have to leave often.
Yeah, that's true. It's great being retired because we watch the folks getting stuck on the hill and
Yeah.
they don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, yeah.
I have a friend who bought an EV, lives up there, he bought an EV, and he says best thing he's ever done because you charge all the way down. So it's almost like
Oh, is
not
that
quite
right? Is that how they
engine
work?
So they recharge on the way down. You just use regenerative braking. He's like
I
he
didn't
used
know
to
that.
destroy his truck, like
Yeah.
driving out and
Constantly
braking all the way
braking,
down. So he said an EV was just like
Yeah.
For the special events or Mayor's Youth Council?
Special events.
Yes, you are.
Perfect.
What's your name?
Hi, Jenny Haas.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Jenny.
Hi, nice to
I'm
meet you.
David Wilkes.
Good to meet you or we meet you. Who's to say?
I'm glad it's not just me who feels like that sometimes. Some people say, "Oh, we met," and I'm like, "Uh huh."
We're almost ready to start, Jenny.
That would be nice.
We need 6, right, David?
5. In fact, I was just reading that. in
Oh,
the
because we
rules.
didn't add the 11th member yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jenny, we were all about ready to go home till you showed up. now we have a quorum.
I can leave. No, we want to talk about the parties.
All right, we could start.
Okay, everybody who needs to be online is online.
She's working on getting Stephanie on right now,
Okay,
so.
you want to go?
Well, I hate to go long.
Right. Well, we won't.
And we've got enough here to start the meeting with a quorum.
Okay.
And as soon as she joins us, we'll note it in our.
Okay, yeah, just let us know when, are we being recorded yet? Okay, just, just let us officially know when the recording starts, but should we start the meeting without the recording?
No, we're being recorded, so we can
Oh,
start.
we are? Okay. Okay, everybody, welcome. Thanks for making a quorum today. Who do we have mobily? Dave, if anybody. Stephanie?
Stephanie will be joining us
Okay.
by Zoom.
So we have here today, Jenny's here, Ben's here, Amitav is here, Stefania, David, Mark, and who did I miss? Ellen, Stephanie is on the phone. Okay, so.
Sorry I'm late.
Catherine, oh, I'm so glad you're here, because we have a little trivia to start our meeting that comes with prizes.
Right on time.
And I found a little nugget on social media this week, and whoever the first person is who guesses who this member of our committee is gets a little prize.
Ooh, it looks familiar.
It's a really crummy duplicate, reprint.
Well, it's clearly
And
a green.
I'll just give you a clue. Catherine can't answer.
Someone must be really old because it's a grainy picture.
Anybody? Any guesses?
Yeah.
How many times was the first? It is older.
Where did you find
They
I
took
thought it was
a
interesting,
cute
Catherine. They
social
published.
media post
Okay.
about how it's for Women's History Month, and so they had little kid pictures of a bunch of women from the city, and they're like, this is our, this is who's our communications director, and this is who plans the biking trails and things. Anyway, so.
That was pretty cool. But they didn't identify any of you by name.
Mine says this is our newest city council.
Yes, that's true.
So
That's true.
people can track it down. Yeah.
So what we're going to do first, since this is Amitabh's first in-person meeting, and Jenny, I think this is your first in-person meeting. So we're not going to do the resume. Just everybody introduce yourself and just say what you do. If you're employed, you work for the city, whatever. And I'll start. I am Mark Vincent, and I am the chairman of this committee, and I am retired.
I'm Stefania Wilkes, and I am a teacher at Weaver State.
I'm Catherine Dolan, and I'm on the city council, so I'm the city council liaison.
Newest city council.
Yes, and I am brand new, but I attend all the events, so this is a wonderful assignment to me.
I'm Amitava, and I have been in Utah or Draper since 2017, and part of the previous committee as well. And I am mostly focused on making art now and running a business.
Great. Thank you.
Ben Patterson, what do I do? Too much stuff, everyone.
This is the easiest part of the meeting.
It's supposed to be. No, it's supposed to be. Sorry, I'm a research director at a company that does instrumentation for pharmaceutical and semiconductor manufacturing. So I look after really smart people. I try and do that with them.
Very nice.
So, head of accounts.
I'm Jenny Haas. I am self-employed. Two things. One is I help leadership consultants with client experience and transformational events and business strategy and things like that. And then my passion project is this little thing called Kindness from the Heart to try to help inspire more kindness and thinking about creating a legacy of kindness in the way that we lead our lives. And so that's a little bit.
Nice.
And I'm also previously on the community events committee.
Okay.
David Wilkes. I am the city staff liaison to this committee. I am an employee of Draper City.
Thank you. Okay, now we've got to approve the previous meeting minutes. So I've had a chance to take a look at them. I think you've all seen them in your packages that I inundate you with. Does anybody care to make a motion to approve those minutes, or does anybody wish to make any changes?
I approve.
Motion to approve, Amitabha? Second?
Second it.
Second by Ben. The minutes of the February 25th, 2026 meeting are now official and in the record.
Recording in progress.
And the recording is in progress.
Sorry.
Okay, what I would like to do is just complete, and it looks like we're not going to be able to do it today because I was hoping to get Melanie's mobile number. Does anybody here have Melanie Mora's mobile phone number?
I think
If you do, would you write it in that blank spot? And if we could complete that chart,
Recording stopped.
I'll pass the document with everybody's email and phone numbers to all of you electronically.
You've been trying to do this as long as I've known
I
you.
know.
Pardon?
You've been trying to do this as long as I've known you. This is going to be a big milestone.
Did you see how
it's
big
like-
that circle is?
He's asked every
Just
meeting
right in
this
the
information.
circle.
Please can we communicate?
I now understand why it has taken so long. It's like, I'll do this first day. Oh, no, I won't. Okay, so the next issue is the conflict of interest forms. We know Amitabh is going to complete his. Is there anyone who has not submitted the conflict of interest form
I
yet?
have not.
Copies?
I would love a copy, and I can complete it tonight. We can check that out.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you?
I can get a copy. Oh, you got it?
And I don't think you want to fill that out tonight. I also
Oh.
thought it was something I could fill out in
I
5
just
minutes,
wanted to
and
check
I was
things off.
very wrong.
Okay.
So if you also have one electronically. So if you want to fill
Is
it
it
out at
fillable?
home and just send it to, it's not,
It's not.
it's not,
Okay.
no.
But
it's
if
a
you
PDF.
want to bring it to the next meeting,
Okay,
that would be
okay.
fine.
Okay.
Or email it to David, but don't send it to me. There's too much personal information in there.
Okay.
Ooh, thank you very much. We got it.
We might want to ask the city to make it fillable because it would make
That would
life
be
a
very
lot
nice.
easier.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed. I support that.
I've asked David because he had told me last year that there's actually a stipulation about meeting attendance for volunteer committee members. And I thought it would be pretty important to share that with everybody. And I think there are some other roles and responsibilities. David, is that something you want to address, or should we just look at the document?
I think it's great, especially because we're a new committee, although most of us have been members prior, to read the general rules for all city committees. This is by ordinance, so this is part of the Draper City ordinance, so in effect it's the Draper City law. So we'll go ahead and read these. These are rules that apply to all committees. Unless otherwise provided by law or these ordinances, the following rules shall apply to all committees formed under this chapter. Committees are advisory bodies only. Neither the committee nor its members have authority to either represent, act, negotiate, or speak on behalf of the city or to commit city funds for any purpose unless expressly authorized by the city council. It's a mouthful, but it's something that's important for us to remember. In keeping with the advisory role of committees, members of the public may direct comments regarding issues within a committee's purview to the city council. Committee members shall not include a public comment agenda item. So we, although this meeting is open to the public, we are always supposed to have that door open. There's a reason why this notice is posted publicly. That's to invite the public. So we leave that door open. This agenda is published on the web, and we invite the public to attend. That said, we do not have an open, what the council, where residents are able to speak before they have an open mic. They don't have that here. So if someone was to show up, they don't have the right necessarily to speak at the meeting.
Now,
Could we invite them to if we wanted?
My understanding is the chair could absolutely allow them to speak. You bet.
Okay, so it's not required that if they're listening to an item and they decide to comment, that we have to shut them down.
Right, or if a dozen people showed up and they all demanded to speak about one topic one evening, doesn't mean that we would necessarily allow them to do that. It would be up to the chair.
Got it.
And like she was asking if we can invite somebody, which we have done in the past.
Absolutely. And that would be a great thing for the chair to do. He could invite outside consultants or
And they
friends.
would be on the agenda.
Absolutely.
Alright, video evidence of working.
I'm working, guys.
Working hardly working. Dang, that was tough.
Okay.
That was so
You're not
tough.
allowed.
That was so tough.
Committee shall consist of members as the city council shall provide by ordinance or resolution. Members. Council members shall be appointed by the mayor with advice and consent of the city council. Except as otherwise provided, committee members shall serve for 4-year terms. I'll skip the next one. Each committee shall have up to 11 members. Currently, we have 9 members, I believe. Committee members with 3 unexcused absences in a 12-month period are subject to removal as per such and such section.
And what is an excused absence?
There you go. I was just wondering that and the definition of excused. Often, I've only seen this applied when someone hasn't shown up for 6 months, 8 months, no one's heard from them. And so in issues like that, it's rare for someone to be asked to leave a committee member, a meeting, but it's possible. What is an excused versus unexcused? I'm uncertain. We'd have to ask.
Well, I say an example is that Falguni had actually she let us all know at the last meeting, but she let me know that she was going to be away tonight in Las Vegas, gambling her savings. Her kids are in an archery tournament in Las Vegas, so she said, I'm not going to be able to make it. She said, I'll try to go online. I said, don't do that. So she's excused. She's out of, she let us know. But if I don't hear from you for 6 months, I'm going to assume you're not interested, and maybe somebody who is would want to fill that spot.
The problem
Speaking
is
of
some
that,
committees make it a habit of 4 of them not showing up, and then you have difficulty getting the quorum.
Right.
So it really begins to affect the productivity of a committee if you can't get the quorum.
Right. I was just going to ask, you said last time that there was another application and we might have another member by today. Did that ever happen?
I will follow up.
Okay.
I did not hear, but there was another application.
Okay, good.
Okay, going on. Chairperson. Chairperson shall oversee the proceedings, activities of each committee, except as otherwise provided. All chairpersons shall be appointed by the mayor, serve for a 2-year term. There is a vice or temporary chair. If the chairperson or committee is absent, the vice chair shall assume the role of chairperson. All chairpersons shall be appointed by the mayor, serve for 2 years, and they can be reappointed by the mayor for additional 2 years. Committee members may be removed at the mayor's sole discretion. Except as otherwise provided in this chapter, committee members shall receive no compensation for their services, but may be reimbursed for reasonable expenses incurred in performances of their duties. Committee members shall be deemed volunteers for purposes of city ordinances, rules, regulations regarding personnel. However, they shall be included in the definition of employee for purposes of the Utah Governmental Immunity Act as set forth in the Utah Code.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We conduct these meetings in accordance with the Utah Open and Public Meetings Act. We discussed this prior. Committee shall keep a public record of its proceedings. All minutes, decisions shall be filed in the office of city recorder as public records. Meetings of a committee may be called by the chairperson, the vice chair when acting as chair, the majority of members of a committee, the mayor, the city council, city manager, city council, or department head assigned to work with the committees. As an aside, those last notes were generated from Zoom. So that's a verbatim generated by Zoom. Committees may receive funds by an annual appropriation of the city budget, by government, corporate, or private grants or donations, and from proceeds of approved committee functions, which funds shall be held and managed as directed by the city council. Recently, we got a $4,000 grant from the Utah State Department of Cultural Events for $4,000 for the Arts and Crafts Festival.
Nice.
So that's an example.
Is that new?
That is new. That's brand new. We
Great.
didn't ask for it. They just said, here you go.
Great.
Got a great reputation. People are wanting to give us money. That's really good.
There you go.
Great
Cities,
list.
yes.
City manager shall designate a member of the city staff to serve as an advisor to each committee. The designated staff person shall serve only to advise and act as a liaison to the city administration and shall have no power to vote on matters coming before the committee. Make a note of that.
That's good to know.
And as a general policy, not a written policy, but usually I will not communicate with you as individual committee members. I'll go through the chairperson. And so if normally I'll visit with Mark, and Mark will communicate with all of you. I will on occasion, as you choose different events and we'll meet and go over the details, I may communicate with you individually, but as a general rule, that comes to your chair. And as we interact with the city government, I am your liaison with city government. So if we need something done with the communications director, with the parks, with the police, with the fire, I help coordinate all that. So that's the purpose of me being here. The same thing with the city council member. She's here to give advice and to be the ear and the voice of the council. Quorum. 5 members of the committee shall constitute a quorum. 3 votes shall be the minimum number of votes required for a motion to pass, unless 3 votes doesn't constitute a majority of quorum present, in which case a majority vote carries the motion. Electronic meetings committees may conduct electronic meetings as long as a quorum of the committee is present at an anchor location. Electronic meeting without an anchor may be conducted in accordance with the Open and Public Meetings Act. On the back is just what and this was recently enacted. So this was enacted last year. So this is the Community Engagement and Events Committee. This is our charter. This is hereby created the Draper City Community Engagement Events Committee to act as a voluntary advisory committee focused on community connection, engagement, and participation through city-supported events and programs. Duties shall be the duty of the committee to act in voluntary advisory capacity of the city regarding community engagement events, including but not limited to serve as a liaison to the city to build community, identify the needs of residents, provide feedback related to community engagement events, assist the city in planning, promoting, implementing community events, programs, activities, support efforts to bring residents together, create meaningful opportunities for connection, seek and encourage resources, partnership, and support, help keep the public informed, engaged, and connected. We've got a great charter, I think, and we've got lots to do, a lot of fun things to do. So.
Yeah, I really think this is the coolest committee to be on, so glad we're all here together. Thank you, David. What I'd like to do now, we're going to go through 3D, the discussion items, and I think most of our time is going to be spent discussing America 250 and then 3E, the assignment of committee event responsibilities. So what I'd like to do is kind of quickly go through the other 3 bullet items under 3D so we make sure they're covered. And first, Amitabha, you had mentioned that you have a friend who's involved with fire hose art, which is interesting. And if you could just share with the group, and what were you, I think you were looking for some advice on how to maybe get it placed?
Yeah, so we do a lot of art projects together or sculptures together. So he kind of came across some decommissioned fire hose, a lot of it.
Mhm.
So we thought we were working on some small projects to donate in different places. So we thought, okay, we'll make he works with steel, so we'll make a bench and use that as the top of it. So we started working on it. We just have to finish the steel frame of it. So we thought if there's a special day where the fire department has any celebration, we might be able to kind of make it a slightly big deal to donate it there on behalf of
Yeah.
the city or yeah.
And I think probably David and Catherine would be more, would better understand where this might fit.
Yeah.
The only thing I can suggest is there is a fire prevention day.
Yeah, and they're
that's gonna be
combining the
combined with
police
the
and
police
fire,
now.
yes.
So-
And are you looking to display the art?
No, donate it
To donate it, and it's a bench then. And again, we'd visit with the fire department, but perhaps they would have a place for it at one of the fire stations.
Yeah,
That would be great.
that's
Yeah.
what we are thinking.
I think that's something that we should be able to get on like it might be, I don't know, David probably knows way more about this than I do, but I think the first step might be to talk with the fire department and see if it's something they're interested in, if they had a location suggestion that they thought was great,
Yeah.
and then you would want to come to one of the study sessions. So before the city council meetings, they have those study sessions. I don't know if you've been to them, but it's like at 5:30 to 7 before the council meeting is in here,
Okay.
and you'd want to have pictures of it, and then we actually just were talking last night about an art installation for the city, and so I'm just going off of that experience, and
Okay.
so, but then I think you'd want to be working with the fire department. I don't know what I don't know is if our committee, if Mark should reach out to the fire department and say, hey, this is something that our committee would love to do, or and then you could talk to the fire department. I think there's probably like a formal way that is
Right.
supposed to
Yeah.
happen, but then once you've got the fire department on board, then you could come and at that study meeting, it doesn't have to be in a city council meeting, but at that study meeting, you
Give the
get
details.
3 of the 5 city council people there to say, yeah, I think that would be great. And if you have the fire chief or the fire department on board, then the chances are pretty good that
Yeah.
3 of the council members will say, that's a wonderful idea, and we don't have to pay for it, that's so great, And so that's, I think, how that would need to.
Yeah.
Does the
But
chief
am I-
sit in on those?
He is.
He is.
Yeah.
So that is a good, so if you would like me to reach out to the
Sure.
fire chief,
Sure, yeah.
I'll be glad
I'll
to
share
do
more
that.
details with you then.
And then I'm sure then it's gonna fall in your lap to show and present. I'll just make the
You might
connections.
try, like, I don't know if you have an artistic rendering, but, or even like a sketch of what you guys,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
have something to show
I'll
them.
provide it to Mark so you can
Would
have a good
be-
chat with him.
That sounds awesome. We were just talking last night
Yeah.
in the study session about how, we would love to have more art
Oh,
around the
yeah.
city, so.
Yeah, my friend, he is a metal sculptor, so
That's
he's
cool.
more than that. He's just amazing guy. So sometimes we do these. We've started kind of experimenting with lots of different materials, and we thought, just to put it out there, we'll donate it to certain things. So we made something with the jigsaw puzzle pieces, and jigsaw puzzle piece. The shape is it's the logo for or the icon for autism, right?
Right.
So we thought we will figure out somewhere to donate that as well. So I'm just doing those things as an exposure.
That's a
Great
great
idea.
idea. Appreciate it. The next item was the mayor's bike ride, and I see David's got a slide here.
The mayor's bike ride.
This is kind of twofold. It's somebody to help and just to be invited to ride.
So, thank you. Yep, it's twofold. We do need workers. So, the mayor's bike ride is part of the Golden Spoke Bike Ride event. The Golden Spoke Bike Ride event is an annual bike ride event. Riders from Provo and Ogden, all the way from Provo to Ogden, ride together and they meet up in Salt Lake City. And so our portion of the ride will start at 11 o'clock, and we advertise in the city of Draper. People pre-register, they come down to Jordan River Parkway, And we start them off, they ride 15 miles, they have a party at the Tracy Aviary. Our portion is we operate a rest stop. We operate a rest stop from 10:30 in the morning till 1:30 in the afternoon. And the city gives out Gatorade and power bars to these riders on this event. So if you're free on Saturday, May 16th, you could man the refreshment table, or if you just would like to participate in the bike ride, we would love for you to do that. You can register and participate in the bike ride. I'll be down there seeing everybody off. But again, if you'd like to work that event, super easy, great for, you just sit there in the shade, handing out those goodies.
What was that time again?
It is, and this is on the city website, that's why we pulled it up. It's May 16th.
I think they just changed that. I think last time we met,
It
was
was-
on the calendar for the week before.
Exactly, it's exactly right. Yep,
Right.
they've changed it.
That's great.
So they've changed it. Again, it's the Mayor's Bike Ride is part of the
Yeah.
larger Golden Spoke ride.
And the
Oh, it's at
window for
11.
the 11 o'clock to.
The window
Anything
for the aid station is from 10:30 to 1:30. That's the aid station window. That's when Draper City has to man that station. It'll require 2 people, and you're just handing out supplies. But easy to do and nothing too urgent.
Well, and one of the reasons why we've kind of highlighted those two, the Cinco de Mayo and the Mayor's Bike Ride, is because they're quickly coming upon us. So we should kind of get those lined up as far as who's going to participate, who's going to help manage them.
And the Mayor's Bike Ride, neither committee has ever participated in. I'll leave it at that.
Has not
Has
participated?
not. Cinco de Mayo, though, that's coming up as well. Let's talk about that one. Cinco de Mayo has been the signature event for the engagement committee. So prior to, it was the signature event for the engagement committee. Melanie, I believe, was Melanie the MC?
Yeah.
So for the Cinco de
And
Mayo,
Sylvia.
they were, so for Cinco de Mayo, we need someone from this committee who's hopefully bilingual, who can introduce the entertainment acts on stage. So as a member of the committee, you'll be there welcoming, everyone there, and you'll introduce each one of the acts. I thought that Melanie was, I'm hoping that Melanie was planning on it, and maybe Kelly and Tara had talked about it. But we'll reach
Check
out
with
and
her.
see.
She usually helps.
Yeah. But Cinco de Mayo, we have the MC, the Master of Ceremonies, to introduce the acts. We also have the Youth Council there. The Youth Council will be face painting. So you can help with the face painting, but really it's that person to introduce the acts. That's really what we need.
Is this the right time, David, the 6 to 8 p.m.?
6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And I'll reach out, if you don't mind, I'll reach out directly to Melanie and check, see if she has an interest in participating again. But we're looking for that.
Remember, I can tell you no. Please do.
And Mark has done, Mark is often the MC at our other events. Do you speak Spanish at all?
Only if there's sufficient amount of tequila, and you do not want to see that.
So, Cinco de Mayo is a lot of fun. It's the entertainment. All the acts are already booked, so we have entertainment every 30 minutes. Ivy, my team member, does a great job booking that. She normally has a lot of great acts. And then we've got 12 food trucks, Mexican tacos, food trucks.
So not to put pressure on anybody here tonight, because not all of us are here tonight, so you might feel a little pressure to sign up quick. But first, is there anybody who has an urge to be part of Cinco de Mayo? Or I guess we want to look for Melanie first, because we want a bilingual.
Yeah.
Table that.
Table that. But if you do, let Mark know, and we're happy to.
And to emphasize and make sure this is correct, anybody is welcome at any event.
Please,
You
yes.
may not be the owner coordinator of it, but you're always welcome to show up, and there's always something that can be done. How about the mayor's bike ride then for the rest stop? Anybody here interested in that particular day or time?
Definitely happy to do that. I know that we're in the UK for just before a lot of the Draper Day stuff, so I'm nervous that
No worries.
so I'm definitely happy to help with the bike ride and
Okay.
then do something useful to start with.
Right.
And my kids spend their entire time on bikes, so
Oh, yeah.
they can do something useful for bikes.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, I'm hoping to ride in the,
Cool.
I'm
Oh,
happy to
yeah.
help, but I do hope, I want to
Yeah,
ride
I'm
in
al-
it.
And
I'm
the-
also hoping to ride this
And,
day.
and you should ride, and, have you ridden in it before,
I
Catherine?
haven't.
They ride down, the Tracy Aviary has, an annex on the Jordan River. And so you pedal the 15 miles to this Tracy Aviary. They have a party there with a lot of vendors and food trucks. And then you can get a token for a free ride on the UTA. Then if you ride just a mile to the east, Mill Creek track station is there. And you could get a ride back to Draper. I'm sure your boys will just turn around and ride
They
15
can ride
miles
both
back.
places.
Yeah.
Don't tell them they get a free bike pass. They need
So
the miles.
15 miles from where? Like where
It's
it start?
15 miles from the Rotary Park, and that's on 123rd South and the Jordan River. So from Rotary Park to, I think it's 33rd South, something like that. It's 15 miles.
And the whole thing's on the Jordan River Trail.
All is on the Jordan River Trail. It's paved, and normally, the mayor, it's not competitive, and the group spreads out, and there should be several hundred riders participating in it. The other nice thing is you've got another rest stop, just like we're sponsoring a rest stop. South Jordan has a rest stop, so I think 5 miles up the road you stop for more snacks. It's nice that way.
Thank you.
And it's called the Mayor's Bike Race, and when I looked at it, is Troy the only mayor, or he's the mayor running, or does Don Ramsey do it?
Good question. Normally, we get them all. We'll get a lot of mayors. So normally the Provo, Orem, Lehigh is always participating. All the mayors have been invited. Troy, though, lines up his mayor's bike ride to coincide with that.
Okay.
Often we will if it matches up.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
a lot of fun, as long as it's not raining.
Oh, is that the rain or shine event? Or?
Rain or shine.
Yeah, okay. Stephanie, we have not forgotten about you, but it looks like we've got somebody possibly for Cinco de Mayo. Looks like Ben's going to handle the mayor's bike ride. So we're going to get into the other items now. And the first one will be this America 250 committee. And we might have talked about this last meeting, but and I guess I could look at the minutes. But for those of you who don't recall, the America 250 committee is sponsoring, along with the state of Utah, a potluck dinner at public spaces for a couple hours on Sunday. I didn't write that date down. It's
the 5th. It's
5th of
it's Sunday, July 5th. It's the Sunday. It's the Sunday before the rodeo.
July 5th, Sunday. And Dave, did the group decide if that was going to be like a 6 to 8 thing or a 2 to 3 thing?
Shall I play this for you?
Sure.
Preparations are underway for a homegrown event where every dish tells a story. On Sunday, July 5th, you're invited to America's Potluck. What will you bring?
Salad, chips, soda.
Wait, what is pasta?
Smoked brisket.
Vegetables from my garden. My famous rolls.
My block party playlist.
Dessert. Whatever you bring to America's Potluck, everyone is invited to a great meal. Join the celebration of America's 250th anniversary on Sunday, July 5th.
Thank you, David.
You bet.
really come prepared to a meeting.
I believe there was still some talk about that. I thought they'd settled on 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Um,
Good. Yeah. So, and it was only going to be about a 2-hour event, right?
Right. If that. I mean, it should be the length of a meal, so 90 minutes, maybe 120.
So there's this America 250 committee also has members, but it's not an ongoing committee. It's just for this year. So there will likely be some volunteers from that committee, but they had asked if we could drum up any volunteers from our committee to help out. And David will just list the locations. There are 7.
Yeah, and again, what's happening is the state of Utah's got a great website where people sign up who want to attend this event. And Draper City has reserved all of our park pavilions, and there's at least 7 of them. So Smithfield Skate Park, Steep Mountain, Galena, Draper Park, they all have large pavilions that the city's reserved. People hopefully will sign up to attend these potlucks in their own neighborhoods and at our city pavilions, because we're not the only entity hosting these. And so at these city pavilions, volunteers will show up, the city will provide something, a drink or a dessert, and we're there just to facilitate the meal. People attending will be bringing portions of meal because it's a potluck. So the goal is to have neighbors, meeting neighbors, great time for that.
So, and we'll basically be handing out whatever the city asks to hand out. There's really no other policing to do.
And you're not going to be asked to MC. You're not going to be asked to tell jokes or entertain. Although, we'd love it if you did. But yeah, we're there just to represent that facility.
This is a statewide event.
It's a nationwide event that the state of Utah has really taken up and says, I think this represents our values as a state. And that video you saw, this video was made in Utah. So, and the state, the site where they sign up, the state has created. When people come to the city website, we'll send them to the state website.
You said there are 7 locations in Draper?
Yes.
Dave, do you know them off the top of your head, David?
Let us count them. We've got the arena. We've got Steep Mountain, Smithfields, Galena, Draper Park.
Draper Historic Park and City Park?
Bellevue. Is Bellevue? Oh no, it's not Arena Pavilion. I gotta remember the other 2. I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh, Suncrest.
Suncrest, right.
I haven't been to Jensen Farms yet. Smithfields we've got.
Jensen's so close to
Galena.
What about Wheaton Farm? Is there anything in Wheaton?
That's a county one. That's a county facility. That's a very nice pavilion. So we're missing one.
7. You have 7 here.
Oh, do we have 7? Great.
Well, wait, is it Draper City Park and Draper Historic Park?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Which one?
It's just Draper City Park.
Just City Park.
So if July 5th is open, then you might consider volunteering. July 5th is not open free because the weekend, every weekend in July I work for Draper Days, and so not available for me. But if it's available for you, it would be an easy one to do.
So, and I'll send this list out to everybody I don't expect us to fill it here, but I'll send it out to reiterate. And if you decide you like a location, I'll probably do Suncrest because it's close to home for me. So if nobody else wants that one, I'll go ahead and take that one. And just as an offer to anybody on this committee, on our committee, if you decide to volunteer at this potluck, I will make for you an America birthday card that you can take to the event, and you can have the kids all sign it.
That's a great idea.
Awesome.
And and then maybe if David was kind enough, we could then take those signed birthday cards to Draper Days and
We'll do
set
it.
them around the community
That's a
stage
great
or
idea.
something, and
That's a
have
great
kids
idea.
sign them again. Yeah, so,
I love that.
just our committee, none of those 250 committee people.
Now, if we do volunteer for a particular place, are we able to also participate in the public?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
just making sure.
sure.
And I would
Yeah.
think you would bring something
Yeah.
if you wanna eat.
We'll have to bring the
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Jenny, right?
No, that's a good question.
So, and again, this is, I think, I don't wanna overstep here, but I think David's encouraging us to make a lot of this stuff our own, so, I mean, I can envision, I'll bring my flag and set the flag up, and we'll have the birthday card, and I'll bring the outdoor speaker and play some patriotic music, and bring a bag of potato chips, so, whatever you wanna do to make it your own, you can do it.
Do you have an English meal you're gonna cook?
Sadly, I'm actually in England that weekend.
No bangers and mash for us, huh?
Too hot for English food. We don't get this warm in
Fish and chips.
Okay, so that's the potluck. I will send out the list of locations, and you all decide if you want to sign up for it or not. And now we should move into really the bulk of the rest of our meeting here, which is these other activities, primarily Draper Days. And we don't have to worry about the things in the fall yet, unless you really feel like you want to do the haunted trail or something. Certainly sign up now. But Draper Days is going to need a lot of help, and right now we have myself hanging out at the community stage, and Falguni has agreed to work the information booth on Saturday and the children's bike parade. Now, that does not mean that that's completely covered. There could be other people doing those also. So at this point, have any of you had a chance to take a look at this list, and is there anything in particular that grabs you? And before you answer that, David, did I get this right? Is the community stage also functioning Thursday evening? Is it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
We have in the past. I don't think I'll do that this year, though.
Okay.
I gotta get with my stage manager there and discuss that with them.
And same, how about the information booth? Will that be running Thursday night?
All 3 days.
Okay, all right.
All 3 days.
Okay, so back to the original question. Is there anything, first
And
thing you...
if you want, we can kind of go through them and talk about what's involved in,
Okay.
in each item, if that's helpful.
Please, you're the expert if you don't mind.
Really quickly, the parade lineup, the time on that one, it's 6 a.m. and that one's about 6 a.m. you work till about 11, 6 to 11. Great thing about that is you can get the work over with in the morning. You wouldn't have to do anything the rest of the day. You get out there about 6 o'clock. We're done about 10. I need several. That's one Stefania is really excited about helping out.
I'm signed up already. Yes, it's
Yeah.
exciting.
So it's 6 a.m., not 9 a.m.
6 a.m.
9 must be the
Starts on
parade
9.
start.
And that one,
But it takes a minute to get.
and what we do there is, all the parade floats, we probably have 300 people that participate in the parade. They're arriving, we're putting them into their places in about an hour and a half. So there's lots of confusion and excitement. And we're inspecting floats, getting waivers, lining people up. A lot of teamwork.
And you could use a few people for that.
Yeah, that one, I'll be running a team of 8 people there. So whatever volunteers we don't get, I have to find staff to fill.
Okay.
And this meetup is usually at the beginning of 4th Street, or?
Exactly. The meetup's usually at the beginning of Stokes and 3rd East.
That
Exactly.
intersection.
Yeah. But a lot of fun. I think the parade's one of the most exciting events of Draper Days. So a lot of fun. The parade grandstand, we're looking for someone to make the announcements. And so that person has an assistant that sits next to them, and they make the announcements. So you have a sheet as the floats come by, they have numbers. You read the script. So as it's float 100, it's, you read the script of whatever it is. You make pithy and smart asides and jokes. It's also being broadcast live on Facebook. So potential of becoming famous. It's a lot of fun.
Or infamous.
Infamous. And that one is from about 8:45 to about noon or so. And you sit there, you're out of the sun. Community stage, we've got that one covered. Food vendors, I'm going to skip for now. Day barn, we're looking for day barn people. The day barn's a great gig. It's air conditioned. You sit inside. It's cool. It's air conditioned. You're just arranging the snacks and the food for all the volunteers. So the day barn has cold drinks, ice cream, and snacks all day during Draper days, all day and evening. Then at 6 o'clock a meal is served. You're there just to take care of it. Did I mention it's indoors air conditioning?
I gotta tell you, the snacks are wonderful. The food is wonderful, so it's a good place to be.
So you're responsible also for testing them.
Exactly, and it's really nice. It's a nice gig. Information booth. You're there with my team member Ivy.
David, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is the day barn also open Thursday night? I wasn't sure.
It's open on Thursday.
Okay.
We don't do a meal, but it's open for snacks.
All right.
Information booth. The name says it all. You're there with my other team member Ivy.
What time are the day barn and information booths? Obviously Saturdays all day. But
Yeah,
Thursday and Friday.
you're talking about from 5 till 9 on Saturday, and I'm sorry, on Friday, and on Saturday it's noon till 9, and on Thursday it's going to be 6 until 8.
Okay.
Maybe 2 shifts or something like that.
Did you say noon to 9 on Saturday?
Correct.
6.
Information booth. We'll skip that. Skip the horse pull. Gonna skip the rodeo. The car show.
Just before you skip rodeo, is that obviously is like our previous committee had quite a lot of involvement in that. Is that changing? We can come back to it if you want.
We can come back to it.
Okay, that's fine. Keep
We'll,
going.
yep, okay. Thank you. The car show's on Thursday. It gets very busy and we need help there. The car show, I need help parking the cars. I need help interacting with sponsors. I have a lot of sponsors. If you like cars, it's fun. But the car show, I need several volunteers on that one.
Okay, Stefan is like, I definitely don't want to, or I really want to.
Oh, the car show, you gotta love cars. And
if you don't,
and
you gotta love the
as an
people
aside,
drive.
it was a scene of a lot of conflict, and
There's a
people
lot.
they get upset over how they
do,
park.
really.
The cars, I didn't realize they break down. I thought they were in immaculate condition. They're not. They break down
Some of them
constantly
are
if they're in
barely
the
done,
heat.
yeah.
So it was a lot of fisticuffs and
Yeah.
bad
Oh, yeah,
language. and-
unfortunately.
Yeah, so it was something else.
Sounds like you're interested.
Quick question. Can I volunteer a family member?
We love
My son
family
is
members,
really
so if you
worked
have
hard.
any family members, children or spouses or next door neighbors that want to come, that's great. We welcome them.
This is where there's a little vetting that goes on. Does somebody have to sign a liability or
All volunteers have to sign
a waiver?
a waiver. Volunteers working at events strictly geared towards children need a criminal background check.
The forms on the Draper website, isn't it? For the waiver.
Correct. Children's Bike Parade. A number of things. It's a very fun event. You'll be at the Draper Elementary helping children decorate their bikes. You'll be in the parade itself, walking in the parade. So there's a number of things to do. It's light work, but a lot of fun. At the bike parade, you're down there for half an hour. At the school, we have lots of tape, boxes of tapes and flags and streamers, and you're putting it on the bikes and taping them up.
Oh, we provide decorations.
We provide it, city provides it. Have you attended that before?
Yeah, last couple years. Yeah, it's fun. My kids love it.
I laugh only because it's the
Was she there?
delightful time.
My kids have more, my girls have more feminine haircuts. I'm definitely in
Sometimes
the,
you
it's
do.
And really quickly, going down the pie baking contest, historically, that's been this committee, Tara and the other members. Did you attend it last year?
No, the year before.
The year before.
Yeah, last
A lot of fun. They do it at the South Pavilion. We give out awards. I have a new award this year for the America 250 Best All-American Apple Pie.
Nice.
I've
Very
got
good.
the award. That's Mark's suggestion. So we hand out awards. They bring pies. You can eat them and taste them. The mayor comes. The royalty comes. A lot of fun. Pie baking contest. Last one is bingo. We have dozens of free prizes. It's a free game. Lots of excitement. Lots of fun.
And you're looking for a bingo caller there, essentially.
We are, Mark. If not,
That may be the only thing on this that I have not been to.
bingo
Where
is so
is
much
it?
fun.
In the park?
In the North Pavilion. And we have it, and usually it's been sold out. So we have about 250, 300 people there.
Oh, wow.
I would love to have you as the bingo caller. If you're the
Oh,
English
no,
accent.
that's
Robin, you're popular.
What was that?
So consider yourself lucky you're in the country. But the bingo, so just to keep in mind all these different events. But we're
running out of time, so we won't go through the other events because we've covered the ones that are most urgent. So first, and Dave, thank you for the explanations. Any questions on any of the events?
How long does the bingo go?
The bingo goes until the prices are gone.
Yeah.
No.
And it depends on the caller, but normally it'll run for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can draw it out.
And you said that it sells out? Does that mean you have to?
By it's free, but by sells out, we have bingo cards, and we have a set amount of cards, and that's it. And so, and you need to be 13 years of age or older, one card per person. And the prizes are nice.
Yeah, the prizes are really nice.
Which is free.
I think there's some MC work at the beginning because last year you had a couple of sponsors that needed to be introduced.
We have an a la carte on the sponsorships, so you're able to sponsor the 5K or the bingo or the pie baking. So for the bingo, we'll have several sponsors there. We put up their banners, we recognize them, and we try to include them in the banter and the games that we play as an inducement to get the sponsor money.
One quick question for you, David, on the car show. And based on the comments you made, which shocked me in the Draper community, but I'm guessing that because of that, you don't want to open this up to motorcycles.
Oh, that's a good question. It's a car show. It says all makes, all models. But no one's asked me that.
People have some cool motorcycles and
Oh,
they
yeah, I
love
don't
to
think
show
we
them
would
off.
turn away. They can't be any worse behaved than.
It's just, yeah.
But there's an organizer of the car show that's bringing these cars.
No.
Oh.
We have a car show contractor that does that, but they register on our website, but he advertises for us. And last year they filled it. This year we have an even larger venue.
I mean, if you don't have any qualms about it, I think it would be cool to have some custom motorcycles there. But I think you'd have to emphasize that on the social media now.
Yeah, it is all makes, all models, and I would include them. I would take a motorcycle, but I'll put that on there and I'll confirm it with my contractor.
Yeah, if it's okay with your contractor, and because when I see car show, I think any time in my life
Is
I've
this
seen
your
car
own
show.
personal?
No, I'm not a motorcycle guy. No.
Those little scooters
Sorry,
are quite
there's
popular
a
now.
message from Tara. I didn't notice. She said the zoom, the camera is blurry and sideways.
Yes,
Well, while we're finishing the audio-video technology up here, I think we've come up with identifying the topics for the next meeting agenda. So I will make sure to include the event staffing update After I send all these locations and the updated sheet of times and whatnot out to you all, so next meeting we can try to fill up some of those events formally. Are there any other things that you all want to do next meeting that we haven't talked about today, other than filling up the staff events? Or the staffing up, the staffing of the events?
So we don't do anything around the Heritage Banquet, that's just the.
Great question. The Heritage Banquet, no, we don't have any tasks assigned to it. Well, I set up chairs for it, but the caterer and the speaker is decided by another committee, the historical, yeah. But they love the attendance. I think they love to get people to that one.
And what I would hope, first, I want to emphasize that volunteering for a day-long event doesn't mean that you have to volunteer for a day-long event. You can volunteer for I can work from 2 to 6, and that's cool. And we'll find somebody to do 11 to 2. So know that your commitment does not have to be for a 24-hour period. It can be whatever you can sacrifice that particular day. Also, I'm sorry.
About the, are we looking, like, should we be going out to find friends or family or neighbors who might be interested, or is this, at this point, not that wise?
I think that would be appropriate. We're not looking for 10 people, but if you could bring a few people that you can vouch for, that would be great. We should be expecting to get a dozen or 2 volunteers from off the street, just residents who volunteer. They'll be coming to Draper Park, and I'll be giving them to you. So if Mark's going to MC the community stage and he needs a volunteer, I'll give him some volunteers. So we should be getting volunteers, but by all means, if you've got a couple of kids or a spouse or an extra neighbor, bring them. We'd love to have them.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I have a call, it's supposed to be on at 7, so I will see what that.
Thank you, Catherine. So,
Just a list of activities.
and Catherine, thanks for coming, and thanks for that last suggestion. It's a good one. The last thing that I will say is that for these events, if you pick an event and if it's one that you really want to take ownership of, it probably wouldn't help next meeting or the meeting after that to come with your ideas and throw them out here to the group, particularly in front of David, to make sure there are things we can do. Like, I might have ideas on some stuff to do at this potluck that David says, nah, we really can't do that. So it's probably good to get it out now before we're put in a position. So thank you for attending. Any other questions or comments before we adjourn? Motion to adjourn?
A motion.
Second?
Second motion.
Okay. So we adjourn? Vote?
Yes.
All in favor? I forgot to do that with the initial motion. So thank you all. The meeting is adjourned. And our next meeting